In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish flare or circle dress. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. This dress is from BB Christopher on Instagram. For this dress, we have the one that has a sleeve, the sleeve was altered, and the one that is more like a cut together. So the first one we are going to draft is this one that actually has a sleeve. So you want to fold your fabric in form of a triangle. You're going to be using a 180-degree flare to cut this out. After folding your fabric out, what you're going to do next is to mark where you have your shoulder measurement plus extra 1 inch. You can use your shoulder measurement plus extra 2 inches. Now you're not going to place your ruler this way and connect. You're going to slant it up this way. You see me slanting the ruler. Not by the time you're done cutting, instead of having a straight line, you have like a V neckline. So now place your tape and mark your shoulder measurement at that point. So this is why I said mark your shoulder plus extra 1 inch or 1.5 inches. Now just mark my shoulder divided by 2 and I'll mark. So from here now, you're going to come in and mark a basic neckline of 4 inches. You can use 4 inches or 4.5. Come down by 1 inch and go ahead to connect. The next step, you come down by 1 and connect. That is your shoulder slope. Now you're going to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Wherever you get that measurement, please draw out a straight line. Now this is your chest line. Now you're going to take down your shoulder measurement all the way down. So for this pattern, I'm cutting the back pattern first before drafting out the front. Now I'll mark the bust measurement divided by 4. When you mark it, you're going to add ease to it because it is a free dress, and you add your sewing allowance. Divide your armhole into 2 and come in by 1/2 inch. Then connect from here to that 1/2 inch and connect to your bust circumference divided by 4. Remember I said I'm cutting from the back. Now you notice the back length is longer than that of the front. Why I'm cutting from the back is because I'm cutting with a pattern paper. If you're cutting directly on your fabric, please go ahead to cut out the front length. So let's say the total length of the back pattern is 19 inches, right? So I'm going to place my tape at the starting line and I'll mark that 19 inches all the way around. After marking that your 19 inches round, what you do is from that your measurement by the side, you connect it all the way down and then go ahead to connect it to the edge. Now while I'm cutting from the back, I'm using a pattern paper and still go ahead to trim out the lower part to achieve the front. But if you're drafting with your main fabric, please cut the front pattern first, then you now place your front pattern on the back pattern, then you go ahead to extend the length. So now this is what the back looks like, but we are still going to readjust. Now what you do is, looking at this dress, you notice the front length is shorter. Now place your tape at the shoulder and mark the length of the front of your dress. Let's say the length of this front is 14 or 15 inches. You make a mark at that point. So from there, you're going to start connecting to the back length, creating that high-low effect, right? You connect it all the way to the back this way. Then after you're done marking that out, what you now do is to go ahead to cut it out. So after cutting it, this is what you have for your back. So you have that flowy effect at the back because the back length is longer. Now let's say if you're cutting for the front, instead of marking that very long length of 19 inches, remember like I said, the front length is about 14 to 15 inches. You place your tape at the shoulder and mark the length of your front. So I'm using 15 inches. Then you go ahead to cut it out. If you now open it up, this is your front length. So that is why I said if you're cutting on your main fabric, you're going to cut the front first before cutting out the back pattern. The back pattern has like an extension going all the way down, making it longer. What you now do is to attach your sleeve and then use your mesh feathers to create the designs at the lower part and at the sleeve of this dress. Now the next style you do is to measure 1/2 inch or 1 from the shoulder, and you're going to trim this all the way into the armhole. Notice that it has a sort of sleeveless effect. So what I'll do now is just to measure about 1/2 inch or 1, let's say 1/2 inch or 0.5, then I'll connect it to the armhole. So you're going to do this for both the front and the back of this particular flare. Now for the last type of flare that we have here, it has no cuts at the armhole. Now what you do is you're going to be using a 360-degree flare. For the first one we cut, we use 180-degree flare. You fold into 2 and fold again, giving you 4. Now you're not going to mark any opening yet. What you do is you want to place your tape and mark the longest length. The longest length is from your shoulder to the back length. So whatever you're marking, add extra 2 inches just in case. Now you're going to take that measurement all the way around, right? So what I have here is 14. You know I'm cutting on a pattern paper, so I'm just making use of the total length I have. So what I have here is 14. Then I will take that 14 all the way around. Let's say the longest length at the back is 60 inches. You add extra 2, making it 62. Then you cut it out this way. This particular style does not have any joining by the side unless your fabric is not enough. What you now do is you cut a 180-degree flare into 2 and join it. Now if you open it up, this is what you will have. Now this part now is the center of your dress. This is the center of your dress, while the upper part is the sleeve area and the neckline area of your dress. Now mark out 4 inches and come down by 1 inch for your neck depth and go ahead to connect. After connecting, go ahead to cut it out on fold this way, then open it up. This is the front part and this is the back part. We have cut this out on fold. Now you want to notch the edge, that is the sides. Why you're notching this is, remember, front is shorter than that of the back. So here's the front. What I'll do is I'm going to fold it again. So from that front part now, what you do is you're going to mark the length of your front length. Remember that we have marked out our neckline. We deducted our neckline. The depth was 1 inch. So you're going to include that 1 inch neckline that you have already marked out. So while placing my measurement, you see me placing like -1. Then let's say the front length you're working with is 9 inches. You know I'm marking this on a pattern paper. Then you mark this 9 inches all the way to the side. When you now mark it, you're going to cut it out, right? So remember, this is our front pattern. You see how I opened it up now? You're going to go ahead to cut it out this way. When you reach this point, you now start connecting it to create that high-low effect we have at the back. Now let's open it. If you notice, the front pattern is now shorter than that of the back. So that is how you're going to achieve this flare effect. Now another way to attach sleeve to it, just like this other one, is you're going to open the side, measure from your shoulder where you want to serve as a sleeve. Then you're going to cut that part open. Then what you're now going to do is to go ahead to trim that part open. When you trim it open, you're going to add like a band around that area. You're going to add band to that area and it will now make it look like it has a sleeve. Then you now add the pleated gathers effect at the lower part of the dress to create that design. There's a little bodycon dress inside the flare dress. You need to mark your shoulder to under bust, shoulder to bust, shoulder to waist, hip point and gown length. Then mark your shoulder divided by 2, come down by 1 inch, mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. You're still going to alter it and connect your shoulder slope. Then you're going to find your chest line, which is the bust circumference divided by 6, plus 1.5 inches. Whatever you get, you draw out a straight line there. Then place your tape again and mark your shoulder. Then after marking your shoulder measurement, you connect it up. Now you want to divide what you have there into 2 equal parts by folding your tape. Then you mark the midpoint, come out by ½ inch, place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Then you're going to connect this all the way to this point and connect to the bust circumference divided by 4. Then mark your bust measurement divided by 4, add ½ inch for sewing allowance. Mark your under bust measurement divided by 4, add ½ inch for stitching allowance. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4, add ½ inch for stitching allowance. Mark your hip measurement divided by 4, add ½ inch for stitching allowance also. Now whatever you get here, this dress is a bodycon dress. What you'll be wearing inside of the dress, you can go ahead to minus 2 inches from it, from your hip measurement. Whatever measurement you have at your hip, minus 2 inches and mark at the lower part. Unless you feel it's too fitted, you can now just minus 1.5 inches from what you have. Then you go ahead to connect from the shoulder to the bust, under bust, then connect to the waist. From the waist you connect it all the way down to the lower part of this pattern. So this is what I have at this point. And now, since it's a bodycon dress, please blend out the hip area. You don't need any sharp points or pointy edge at this point. Then you go ahead to cut this out. So after cutting this out, we'll now readjust the neckline of this dress to get our preferred design. Then trim out the sides very well. From the shoulder, you can come in by 2 inches or 2.5. Come down to how deep you want the neckline to be and connect. Use this also to illustrate the back. For the back, for the depth of the neckline, use 2 inches so that it won't be popping up at the neckline. Then cut it out. So you place this and cut out the back. That is what you wear inside the dress. Then cut out the neckline. So this is what you'll be having inside.